Apple just released iOS 17.5 to the public, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at all the best new features coming to your iPhone with the latest update, so let's get started. The first new change that we have in iOS 17.5 is the addition of the new Pride Wallpaper. This is going to be customizable in the lock screen and you're going to have different color options, and it's a nice dynamic wallpaper for your iPhone. It's not going to be the same static image. It's going to give you a different effect every time you lock your device and unlock your device, so it looks really cool on the iPhone. I really wish they allowed you to customize the text, because if I can have my name on this and customize the text, it will look pretty cool, but right now it's just limited to the Pride Wallpaper and it looks really cool on the iPhone. Next, we have changes for the EU users. So if you're in the European Union and you have an iPhone with iOS 17.5, you can finally download alternative app stores directly onto your iPhone. Now here in North America, we're limited to just the App Store, but if you are in the EU, you're going to be able to download Altstores in the Safari and just download it onto your device and have alternative app stores. I cannot demo this because I'm in Canada and I don't have this option available, but if you are in the European Union, you can finally download alternative app stores. Next, we have a new feature called Repair State, which allows you to have a new function for Find My, and it allows you to pretty much have Find My iPhone turned on whenever you're sending your device in for a repair. Before, you had to turn off Find My before you get any repairs done, but now with this new update in iOS 17.5, you can have Find My iPhone turned on, so you can be tracking your device where it's going, and if anything is out of the ordinary, you'll be able to see what's happening with your iPhone. You just want to make sure that it's going directly to Apple and nowhere else, or nothing's getting intervened or anything like that, which is a new feature coming to iOS. So if you're sending your device in for repair with iOS 17.5, you no longer have to turn off Find My. Next, we're getting some new features for Apple News Plus subscribers. They're introducing a new Quartile game, which is a new word game that's going to be available directly within the Apple News Plus app, and Apple News is also offering offline viewing, so it's going to automatically download articles that you might be interested in for offline viewing. So even if you don't have an internet connection, you will still have the option to read your favorite articles. And here is the new Quartile game. You can pretty much just make words out of all these texts here and see how many words you can make out of all of those texts. It's also going to be compatible with Game Center now, so you can actually compete with your friends on Game Center to see who's getting the highest score. So Game Center is going to be finally available within the Apple News crossword games. Next, we're getting updates to the Apple Podcast widget. So now whenever you're listening to a podcast and you have the Apple Podcast widget, it's automatically going to match the color to the podcast cover. So you can see right now, if I'm listening to the waveform, the widget's going to be red, and if I switch it to a different podcast, it's automatically going to switch the color out as well. And it's a nice little feature. It just keeps everything a little bit more uniform. So if you're using Apple Podcast, you're most likely going to like this feature. Next, we have a new feature in the Apple Books app, which gives you a reading goal. And if you want to have a reading goal set up, you can have a reading goal set up in the Apple Books application. It's automatically going to track how long you have in your reading session. So if you have a reading goal of 5 minutes, which is the default one, you can actually customize this to a different one. So if you want to read books for 30 minutes a day, you can actually have a tracker in the Apple Books application, which is now available in iOS 17.5. And finally, Apple is updating the tracker on Find My. So no longer are you only going to get notification based on unauthorized AirTags. Previously, if you had an AirTag following you that's not yours, you would get an alert saying that this AirTag is following you. But now with iOS 17.5, any third-party accessories that are a tracker that's following you, you will get an alert for those as well. So if there's like a Google compatible one or an Android tracker, you're going to get those notifications, and it's not going to be only limited to AirTags following you. It's going to be opened up for other third-party accessories as well. And that's about it for iOS 17.5. There's not a whole lot of new changes, no big features or anything like that, just some slight changes, but nonetheless, that's the iOS 17.5 update. iOS 18 is just around the corner, so if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.